Moving on to the United States, where Mayor Michael Bloomberg has defended the New York Police Department's stop and frisk policy and surveillance programs. He says officers should have the tools they need to protect people's lives. He says the criticism is politically motivated. Stop and frisk refers to the practice of stopping, questioning, and sometimes patting down people seen as doing something questionable but not necessarily meriting arrest. Critics say NYPD patrol officers mostly target minorities and treat innocent people like criminals. Stop and frisk became the subject of a federal lawsuit after a judge ruled in January that the practice of searching pedestrians without probable cause is unconstitutional. Let's bring in Caleb Mopan from the International Action Center, who joins us on the phone. Caleb Mopan, you live in New York. I'm sure you've seen this. What do you think? Excessive? Necessary? Does it favor whites? Is it discrimination put into the picture? What is your opinion on this?
Well, the overwhelming majority of those who are stopped by stop and frisk are people of color. And it's very clear that stop and frisk is not about keeping people safe. It's about intimidation. It is an intimidation. It's a way to threaten and beat down youth who are African American or Latino and just beat into their heads that they can be subject to being searched at any point. It's a clear violation of all of the Constitution, all this talk of probable cause. And it really just shows how freedom in this country is really just, it's up for grabs. You know, the second they find it convenient to get rid of someone's freedom, they do it. And that's what's going on right now. And Mayor Bloomberg is a billionaire. I mean, he's a billionaire. He owns, basically a tool of Wall Street, got rich by feeding Wall Street information. And it's really disgusting. And this city is very much locked down. There was a case of Ramarley Graham, a young man who ran away from the police when they tried to stop and frisk him. So the police followed him home, burst into his apartment, and put a bullet through his heart. This kind of stuff is happening all the time. And they say this is a free country. Well, it's not freedom when the police can murder you and get away with it.
So in one sense, I don't know if there's studies that have been done. Is it doing more harm than good?
Well, you know, it's pretty, I don't understand what good it could possibly do to search people, to intimidate people, and to basically turn this city into a giant prison in a way. You know, everywhere you go in New York City, there's cops on the corner, searching people, patting people down, looking. You can't ride the train. You can't go anywhere without police everywhere, and it's not helping. You know, Boston is a similar police state, and look what happened there. There was a bombing. Did it keep us any safer? No. You know, it's just intimidation, and essentially, you know, this is to serve the super rich. This is to serve Wall Street. Billionaire Mayor Bloomberg, you know, is serving Wall Street, and also the NYPD, you know, the New York City Police Department. Not only do they have offices all over the United States, which is a clear violation of their jurisdiction, they have an office in Israel. The New York City Police Department actually has an office in Israel, and they brag about this. This is out of control. Police in this country are clearly out of control. They're beating people. They're murdering people in every city, whether it's New York, Baltimore, Cleveland, you know, Los Angeles, San Francisco. The police are murdering and beating people all over this country. Law enforcement is on a rampage right now because they're trying to hold back the people. There's an economic crisis going on. People are losing their homes. And because of that, the people, you know, they're fearing the fight back that's coming. People are going to rise up against them, and they know it, and they're bracing for the coming revolution.
Thank you so much for that. It's good to talk to you. Caleb Mopan from the International Action Center talking to us from New York.